lot of you guys like to start from the knees, and so we're going to go over ways to put someone on the ground from the knees. Okay, so places I like to start, we start back working for grips. I want to get a hold of things. Okay, good places to get are, I've got the lapel, I've got the sleeve, okay, I've got the collar or the collar tie. Okay, so start with a simple one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in here. I'm going to start with the lapel. Go ahead and back up a little bit. I've got this here, thumb inside. Okay, you can grab the same. I've got. I'm going to use the far leg, this side. I'm going to step across. Okay, so it's across. I'm going to run the thumb through, big circle, pull on the arm, turn, and around. Okay. Yeah, this is a good drill. This is a good, if you know anything, this is a good one to know. There's a lot of good places, and we do this from standing also. Okay, and switching. And here. Okay, what I want is to keep tight. I keep a hold of this, get my shin tight, pressure, and locked in. So that's the drill. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to work simple takedown from the knees. 3, 2, 1. Whole technique. Here's the whole technique.
The thing I just did? Or
yeah. Big. Love it. That's awesome. So we're going to start from there, and then we're going to switch from there. So as I take here, starting with the same technique, bring him around, noting that I've got different options, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to switch down into side control. Okay. And the nice thing about wearing a microphone is you stuff it between you, and it sounds really weird. Okay. So setting, switching, got this pull, this twist is what's doing the action. All right. His base can support him if he goes wide knees, which is why I take him away from his base. And here as I go, I switch around, drop the mic, and we're cutting straight into side control here. Okay, put that back on, and we'll go one more time. And we'll try to do it towards the light too. See what happens. We might be getting some dramatic footage right now. Okay, locking, nice. You got a sweep action to go there too. I drop in, side control. Here's where I'm at. Okay, there's obviously really good places we could go from here before the side control, because I have, the first thing I always like to do is just come here and work the wrist lock. Okay, I obviously have the arm lock.
oh, come on.
And then you've got far side arm lock, you got different things, but because the drill we're doing next is coming out of the side control, we're going to transition this into side control. Yeah? All right, take down, transition to side control, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what we're looking at, the reason why we're setting up the side control is we're looking at a particular escape from side control. The escape that we're looking for is called the ghost escape. It's incredibly fun when you get it. You won't always get it, but if you can get it, if you time it, it's a timing thing. It's super great. The setup for it is, we're going to go this way. Okay. And checking microphone action. Yep. Okay, so the setup is for when he goes into this, it's this hand that I'm looking for. If my hand is low, or I make it be low, okay, this is what I'm looking for. So I've got places I can have both hands high. I really don't want both hands low, but it's a thing that could happen. Okay, he starts squeezing those down, that's different, but that's when you start doing your bridges and that kind of stuff, if he lets you. I can have this hand low, okay, and this hand high, and I can have this hand high and this hand low. So what I'm looking for is this position. So while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and take my legs towards his hips, and then I'm going to take my legs away from his hips. And be over here. This is, I love the ghost escape. Hopefully this audio isn't crap. So it's just in this low position. Now obviously if he gets ton of pressure gets locked in. There's a lot of things that he can do to make this really hard to do. So that's why timing is so important. So go ahead and we'll release up. So as he goes into side control, that's when I switch and come around. Okay. So without Ben, what I'm doing is I'm here. I'm going to use his hip to turn me, but I'm going to take my legs here. I'm going to swing them this way and keep throwing the microphone. Okay. So from here, leg swing. Notice that I'm not going, okay? There's no momentum there. So I come from this side, I keep my feet low, come to this side. As I come to this side, I turn over. Okay? So we're here, here. So he goes for side control. I say no. It's called the ghost escape because if I get an opportunity like that where there's a decent amount of space before he can get to me, then it just feels, judo would call it the empty jacket, right? I'm fighting an empty jacket. So as soon as he gets there, I'm just not there. So he was there a second ago and now he's not. Okay, so I'm here, he pushes for side control. I switch. And then my favorite place to go is this position here. Okay. But, so now let's look at it from the technique. As we're here, he's going to do the takedown. This side. Okay, switching. I get the arm low. And come out the top. Maybe?
Sir?
Let's try it. Ghost escape, 3, 2, 1. There are ways to counter this first takedown. Okay, so the first thing is, if he goes for this takedown, I just turn the corner. Okay, I get deep on his hip so he doesn't have that anymore. Because now if he tries to pull, it's just not going to happen. Okay? So that's fine because the counter to the counter is really easy. I go to do this. He steps. I set my hip down and just lock him up. Okay? But prior to that, if I feel like the counter is coming, when I step, I take the armbar instead. Okay, so for review, just because why not, I have the takedown with the armbar. And then I have, which is what Jiu-Jitsu is known for, is when you fail and do things anyway, it doesn't work, so I take it anyway. Okay? Jiu-Jitsu is about flowing. When something doesn't work, find something that does. The smoother you can move from one thing that's not working to something that is working, that's skill. That's really the progression of skill in Jiu-Jitsu. An advanced practitioner is somebody who can do that and do it well. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's look at details of it. I have an arm here. That's what I'm starting with. It's got a short sleeve, so it's just kind of a different feel, but that's fine. As I'm here, you can see that I'm already set up, so I just need to keep the arm straight. So I sit down, leg over, the other leg's already under his side. Okay, take, and here. So if I can do it without Ben, we'll see how weird this is. I'm here, right? And I sit down, leg around, sit up, take the armbar.
That looks very weird.
Maybe?
Sir?
All right, armbar from the takedown. 3, 2, 1.